The resistance of Resian in Blossoms of the Savannah is a key aspect that determines the way the book ends. But the question then therefore is, how does she begin to resist? What are the factors that lead her to become a resistant child? Hi, Mosari Willie, your literature coach. Now, in our exegesis today, we're going to look at some of the factors that lead to Resian'S resistance. Are they her own factors? Was she born resistant? Are there factors contributed by other characters that make her resistant? Let's find out. Blossoms of the Savannah. Page 10. His daughters occupied separate parts of his heart. Tayo, his eldest, was his pride. When she was born 20 years earlier, his heart was enthralled. She was the proof of his fatherhood. When his wife got pregnant the second time, he prayed for a healthy baby boy who would carry the Kaelo's name to the next generation. But that was not to be. Against his expectation, and to his utter disappointment, nature had given him yet another baby girl. From the moment she was born, mute and helpless, he detested her. The very sight of her enraged him. Her arrival in her and her continued stay in her father's home remained unwelcome and detested. And right from the cradle, baby Resian detected the absence of love from her father. She grew up sullen, bewildered, and resentful. As a result, her nature was darkened by melancholy. Self-doubt made her awkward and very difficult to deal with. And that made him detest her even more. Even her physical appearance angered her father. Like her sister Tayo, at 18, she had grown almost as tall as her father. But unlike Tayo, who was still skinny and symmetrical in formation, Resian's body had blossomed early. Signs of early womanhood were evident. The earlier he disposed of her, he declared to himself, angrily, the better. So from the very beginning, it is evident that the way Olekairo treats Resian helps build up the character of resistance. This character builds from the very first chapter all the way to the 17th chapter, because the father treats her with a lot of disdain. The father treats her with hatred because of her nature and because of his desire to have a boy child to carry the Olekairo home. Now, let's look at what happens later on when Joseph Parmot is called upon to teach both Tayo and Resian song and dance. How does she feel? What do you think happens? Of course, she will resist. She has been taught to resist. She has been brought up to resist. That is brought to her. Let's find out. It was, however, different for Resian. If you read page 71 at the top, it says, that was the most exciting news that Tayo had received ever since they came to Nasila. She was exultant. She was very happy. But Resian, it says at the bottom, page 71, last paragraph, it was, however,